Thanks, Holly. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Pulls it in, it's Hosley. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking to fire. Going deep. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Now the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He wants it all. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab in the end zone.
Man, these offenses, they script their first 10 to 15 plays, and that was a beautiful script. Opening drive, nice drive, capped off by a touchdown by the big tight end.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 33, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Lee. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. To the air, it's Mendoza. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That's caught. It's Lee. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run inside. It's right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down. New set of downs. Let's go.
The Panthers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Got it in the middle, it's Yates. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. It's picked picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this...
Turning it on! 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Motion from the wide receiver. That's reeled in. It's Addison. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Intercepted to stop the threat.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Got some room to run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guy.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's loose. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Zings it complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Back to pass. Release to the back. Complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
There's some room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Makes the grab. It's Yates. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to throw again. Back's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Panthers! Gets it into the end zone. On to attempt to try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Dances away. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. The throw to the outside is complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Running inside, it's Hosley. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Allen. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Yellow Jackets come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
3rd down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
And the Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Harris. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quick strike complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Finds his man. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Reels it in down the left side. Here he goes. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws for the tight end. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points.
Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another player or two.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Stanford taking on the number 5 team, the Louisville Cardinals.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really
right down the gut of the field. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They come out for the first time in this 2nd half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Hosley. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Might as well give it to him again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Going to the run, it's Hosley. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Get it out on the screen. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but, man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Wants to throw again. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19.
All right, this offense.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that.
Take over 1st and 10.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Got a man, it's Hosley. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Trying to run, it's Hosley. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Let's it fly. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. These receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So this gets a bit more challenging on 3rd and goal after the untimely false start, which brings to mind, are there timely false starts? Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And as we start the 4th quarter, they'll try to knock 3 through the uprights. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right.
Pulls it in on the right. And the Panthers moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something.
He's going for it all. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. The sure hands, it's Addison. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
On the draw, it's Hosley. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Now, a lot of times on these play sheets, the offensive coordinators, man, they go, who do I want to get the ball to? How can I get him the ball? Like, and sometimes when the space cramps down here in the red zone, how do you feature your guy? Nice job. Getting a little touch pass, getting him on the edge.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the route is on. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Push down for the tackle.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Smashes ahead. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Running inside, it's Wright. There he goes. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. This time he wants to throw. That's caught. It's Kent. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points.
Maybe a crease. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll ride the hot hand. And that is how we will wrap this one up.